Sorry.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, go ahead.
Re-ring.
Hello?
Hey, Alex.
Hey, who's this?
Hey, it's Kyle with Podcast Multipliers. Are you still good for our call today?
Yeah, it's fine. What's up?
Right on, man. How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. Just trying to get this business off the ground. We're doing pretty well, but I'm definitely trying to scale it more. I had a buddy of mine that did like the whole podcast thing, and that worked really well for him. So I'm
Yeah,
just trying to find a way to, have that work for our company as well.
perfect. So the best way to start is kind of me hearing a little bit about your background
Mhm.
and where you're at currently in the process. And then if it's a good fit, we can talk about partnership. And if not, at least I can point you in the right direction. Does that sound okay?
I have no idea what you just said.
Okay. So I want to hear basically your story and where you're at right now with that process. And we'll start there
Which process?
of creating podcasts, like what you just told me of what you're interested in.
Okay, so you want it. So just to be clear, because I'm still confused, you want to know what, like where I'm at in creating podcast?
Yeah. So kind of backing up, basically we like to partner with people's vision. So
Mhm.
let's start off there. Like you're trying to build a business.
Yeah.
Um, what
Mhm.
what business are you in?
I do personal training.
Personal training. Okay.
Yeah.
And how long have you done that for?
About 10 years.
And how do you like it?
Yeah, it's great. I got a pretty successful business. I have like a whole buttload of clients. I have my own gym. I have my own community nowadays. So it's actually going pretty well.
Awesome. So, what are your goals, if you don't mind me asking, like for future in the next year or so?
Let's see, the next year. So I definitely want to move from more of like the old school brick and mortar, gym type personality to someone that does like online training, because I definitely want to, work myself out of this job at some point because I'm getting old. I'm 48 now. I'm trying to retire in the next, 5 years would be nice. And to have a business that runs itself would be fantastic. But I can't do that if the entire gym like circles around me. Like I need to, and I say gym because I have other personal trainers also that I work with that work, use up space in my facility and they pay rent and things like that. So I want to create like a system or some kind of organization that's gonna let me like step out, and stop having to work and stop having to be there. And I thought that maybe podcasting would be a way I could attract more of an audience, like more people that are like me, like business owners and personal trainers, like people I could like, hire and delegate things to and have them manage. So this way I ultimately could like step out in the next like couple years and like do whatever the hell I want. Like travel more to Hawaii, my hometown, visit my family on the East Coast, spend time with my family. Those are things I'm really interested in doing and passionate about. But if I'm not here right now, like the gym falls apart. So I'm kind of stuck.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, cool. I like that vision. Now, how long have you been thinking about doing this?
No, for years.
From moving from brick and mortar to online? Years?
Yeah, since I started. I just never
Okay.
had the means or the ability to do it.
So why now? Like what moved you to say, okay, no longer I want to wait, like let's push for this?
Well, all my kids have grown up. My youngest now is 18, and so the kids are out of the house. I have three kids, my wife, and like we want to travel more. We spend a lot of our time at this freaking gym, and like we love it. We love our community, we love the people, but at the same time, it's like we're enslaved by it. Like there's no other access to do anything else in life, and I have other things I want to accomplish.
I feel you. So enslaved, like you just don't have the time you want to invest in your family. Is that mostly why?
Family, traveling, like anything outside of work.
Okay, cool. So you want to free up your time to do basically what you want. Because
Totally,
right now you're stuck at the gym.
totally, yes.
Okay, cool. Now, have you created a podcast yet?
Yeah, I've created I think about two of them so far.
Awesome.
The first one, obviously, like no one was on it, or actually, it was more like a recording, and then I posted it. A few people watched it because I do have a community. They're kind of making fun of me, honestly, because apparently I'm not good on camera. But I was like, well, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep doing this anyway. So I designed
Yeah.
another. I did actually the one last week. It was kind of fun actually. I brought on some of my fellow trainers. I brought them on the podcast and we were having a conversation about like health and fitness and that kind of stuff. And it was actually kind of fun, and I would love for this to be reached like, to a larger audience someday. That'd be kind of cool. Definitely expand my vision, my contribution to the world, and help more people, help more people out too.
Yeah. So how, if you want to expand, do you have a team to help you right now grow that podcast, or is it just you?
That's a good question. It is just me right now.
Got it. And then how long have you looked into what it takes to like build that out?
Yeah, I went onto like Google, followed some YouTube guys, and they said things like, yeah, you gotta like, you gotta post on different social media platforms, you gotta bring on someone who's an influencer, stuff like that. So I do have a lot of friends because I have a huge community. So I'm looking to bring like a couple of them are like musicians, they're kind of well known. There's other dancers in my community because we do Polynesian dancing that's really huge we could bring on. And then also like, maybe leveraging like their Instagram accounts or Twitters for like shout outs, stuff like that is what I thought about, but I haven't actually done it just yet.
Okay, cool. So what do you know so far about Josh Tapp and kind of what we do on this end with podcast multipliers? Or if you just started following us, or have you followed us for a bit?
I like just found you guys.
Okay, cool. I can explain kind of the 1,000-foot view if you need.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
I can explain kind of the 1,000-foot view of what we do if you haven't heard about yet.
Go for it.
Cool. So basically, you said it right. Like in order to get a podcast off the ground, you need a big following, and the gurus are going to tell you like you need a good Facebook account, you need a good YouTube, you need a good Instagram to like leverage the people that are being funneled into your system. And so they say like focus on all those areas and then have good content, and eventually you'll get the following. And we kind of flip it the other way around. So we'll take 20-30 minutes of a recording that you have, and we'll break it up into 30 micro pieces of content. Mm-hmm. And we have a whole team on the back end. So we have copywriters, content managers. We take that and we build it and expand it on all these bits and pieces. And then we put those out on social media for you and manage all the post-production. That way, all you're required to do is the 20-30 minutes a week. And the good thing about it is, you can run your gym, post some content, and we can get the following that you need in order to be able to leave the gym and go to that online space and have, the avenue of what you want to do with your family and with travel. Does that make a little bit of sense?
Yeah, it does. It sounds pretty cool, actually.
Cool. Now, where are you at as far as like putting resources into this type of an idea so that you can push forward for it?
I'm sorry, say that one more time. That was confusing.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't explain myself very well. So example, like some people, they say, I'm too busy with a full-time job or don't have the finances to invest in something like this. Huh? And so we always try to gauge where like, if you have some resources to put in and the time it would take to do that per week, like I could set you up on a call to have a customized plan. Yeah. But I'm trying to gauge kind of where you're at with that.
Well, my business is doing pretty good. So, not like rich, but, for something like this to help me with the podcast, I could probably budget out like $500 to $1,000 a month for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'd like to pair you up with our founder, Josh, and see how he can kind of customize a plan for you. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, I'm always open to a conversation.
Cool, man. I have his calendar open right now. It's looking like tomorrow morning. What time zone are you in?
I'm in Pacific Standard Time.
Okay, cool. So I have like 11 o'clock or a 2 o'clock tomorrow. Are you around?
No, my calendar is pretty full actually for this week. How about next week?
What's your soonest next week?
Good question. Let me look. How about Monday at like 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time?
Yeah, I can do that. I'm going to send you an invite right now. Do you mind accepting that just so I
Yeah,
don't
go for
double
it.
book?
Mhm. Yeah.
Cool. And then would there be anything preventing you from making that day just because I know Josh doesn't reschedule, so I want to make sure you get the value from that call.
Not right now, but if something comes up, I'll let you know.
Yeah, let me know, and then we could go from there.
Okay, cool.
All right, man. I appreciate talking to you.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
Boop.
All right. So what'd you think?
Um, it was good. You threw me off right from the top, like, oh wow, okay, it's gonna be like this, and then I just went with it, and I think that like distraction of like, wait, I'm confused. What do you mean? What are you doing? Like throwing me through that loop got me off of just a monotone soundtrack and just was like myself of, okay,
Yeah.
let's dial you in. Let's explain it a little better. Let's be honest. Let's not try to be salesy. So that's what I tried to do with kind of
Mhm.
the little wrench you threw in the beginning.
Well, just so you know, man, that wasn't an act. Like I was literally confused because
I
I
thought you were. I thought.
no, Kyle, dude. Listen. I'm gonna give you the best fucking thing in your life right now. Okay, you speak very conceptually. Okay, what I mean by that is that you speak very abstract. Like you say these words like
Mm,
process and structure, all this shit that has no relationship to reality. That's why I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Are you talking about like my podcast, like something in reality? Like, what am I doing? Like, just say that. Keep it simple. When you
okay.
say words like, because dude, it's confusing, man. When you say words like, well, what's your process? Like, listen, I'm a strategist guy, right? I understand those words, but most people don't, and they're going to be
Mm,
confused, and they might give you some bullshit answer to try to look good and say whatever you want them to say in the phone. But honestly, man, I was like, what the fuck is this guy saying? I have no idea.
that's
You know?
good. I needed to hear that.
So yeah, man, listen, you want to keep shit simple, especially when you're talking to people who don't want to occur like they're an idiot, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so if you want to keep things simple and so everything's understood, and then you could definitely repeat things as well, it makes them feel like empowered. It makes them feel like they're in control, like this is their call. So
Mm,
definitely I would recommend like keeping the language simpler. And if you want to start with like writing some of these questions down first before you know them, like inside it out, then go
yeah.
for that too.
So explain what would be more simple right off the top when you were like confused
Yeah.
as well.
So let me think back for a second. So just one was just say the question back to me the way you would say it now. Like what was like, and this is how you ask a real question, right? Is you say what is the intention of this question? Like what do I want to get out of it from it? Like what am I looking for? What's going to give me value by asking a question? Like what is that for you with that question to me?
Yeah. So I'm kind of going off with what my CEO said is like we want to partner with people's vision of
Mhm.
like their business. We don't
Okay.
want to we don't want to sell them basically a service. We want to partner with them and make them famous by repurposing their content and then exploding it on all the social media platforms.
Okay. So by the way, that vision you just said is also entirely conceptual.
Mm,
Because think about it, right? When I say conceptual, what I'm really trying to communicate to you is that cannot be measured in reality, right? If I say to you, Kyle, if I'm like, hey, Kyle, like on a scale from 1 to 10, how happy are you, right? And you say a 5. Well, okay, well, a 5 to one person could be the glasses half full. A 5 to another person could be the glasses half empty. So who fucking really knows how you are? But if
yeah.
you say, Alex, like, I'm happy, like, I just got married happy. I'm excited. I'm thrilled. Like, that communicates to me. I could actually, like, picture that in my head. Like, wow, he's really excited. But if you say, like, yeah, I'm pretty happy, I'm pretty good, like that, like, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, it doesn't resonate with me at all. So, what I recommend you do, and what's really effective in sales, is you need to keep your language, your choice of words, grounded and rooted in reality. So whenever you catch yourself saying theoretical nonsense like
Mm,
conceptual crap, you got to stop yourself and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I think what I said was a little confusing. Let me rephrase it for you." So Alex, so let's role play for a second, right?
yeah.
I'll be you, Kyle. You'll be me.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kyle. So you're talking about you have this podcast, right? You launched it about a month ago. You sound like you're a very successful entrepreneur. You have a personal training studio. You have trainers working for you. It's a family business. And what really excites you in life is that you want your reach to be expanded to impact more people around the world, right? Which in turn will also give you the ability to stop having to be there every day to run the business. So you could travel around the world with your family and do other things you want to be doing with your time. Is that about right?
Yeah, totally.
Totally, right? And that's amazing, by the way. Like, that is awesome. So check this out, right? So what we do, Kyle, is we partner up with people just like you, right? People that are motivated, they're doing things, they're in action, they're creating podcasts, and we help take your reach, whatever you have right now, and we like exponentially, massively grow it so that the kind of reach out, Kyle, that you're saying you want, we actually have something that's proven that works. We've done it before with many other people to get you exactly where you want to go. Now, would that be something interesting to you that you want to talk more about later?
Got it. Nice.
Cool. Okay, great. Well, look, my friend John over here, okay, he's more of the expert in this than I am because, so I want to set up an appointment for the two of you, right? As soon as we can, because dude, I'm excited about this. I want to see you create something gorgeous and awesome and beautiful and have you retire from being here and being enslaved by it, to use your word, as quickly as possible. So that being said, how quickly can we schedule this call? When are you available next, starting tomorrow? 9 a.m. Great. Let me check my calendar. Oh, wow. Perfect. We have one opening tomorrow and it's right for 9 a.m. So you're talking to the right guy. Great. All right. So can I email you a calendar invite, Kyle, so you could verify and make sure it's there?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Give me a second here. Let me send it to you. Okay, cool. Can you do me a quick favor, Kyle? Just check your calendar. Make sure it's on there. It should be on your Google Calendar right now if you have an Android.
I see it. Yep.
Cool. All right, my friend. Well, look, so I have a Zoom link in there. Okay, so please be on the call on time. John's very good with being on time. He's like phenomenal guy. So just make sure you show up, right? You're on time. You're not distracted at all. I recommend having like a pen and paper or something, which I see you have right now in your hand, a pen, because you probably will take some notes. John will be taking notes as well. And honestly, I think you guys might be able to create something awesome, and you guys can really create what the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months could look for you, your family, your business. And I'm really excited for you, man. It's gonna be great.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah, man. And hey, if anything comes up between now and then, like you have to reschedule or cancel, just send me a text, okay? I'm actually gonna message you on Facebook right now. Let me know if you get it.
Yep. I see it.
Cool. All right, my friend. Anything else for me, or are you all set up and you're ready to go and you're excited for that call tomorrow?
No, we're good. Thanks, Alex.
Cool. Thank you. All right, bro. Have a good day. Take care.
You too, buddy.
Okay, bye.
Nice. Thanks, man. Oh, it's my vocab and just getting out of this brain mess.
So here's even the crazier part, right? There's actually something even more underneath that is causing you to be this entire way. So you're a very interesting guy. I've been, by the way, I'm off camera obviously because I'm at work and my background is insane. I don't want you to like see all the light and bullshit I have over here. That's why I have the camera off, just so you know.
You're fine.
Yeah, but I'm watching your face right as we're talking, and I'm listening to you very closely. And what I'm noticing is like you have two different ways of being to you, like how you are, like how your voice is, how your presence is, right? On this call right now, actually. And it's very interesting because you definitely have the ability to switch gears whenever you want to, from one to the other. Okay. So here's
My
the
wife
interesting
tells me
thing,
that.
right? Yeah. Well, not us. I mean, it's more of like a compliment to you, right? Because most people really can't do that on command, like as good as you are, to be honest, right? The breakdown, though, is that the one that you do with the call is the one that's least effective.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
So,
Oh gosh, you're so right. It's like
you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
I
listen,
just
like,
need to be myself, not be like.
yeah, exactly. So let me demonstrate for you how you are. Okay.
Are you good? You gotta go. It's 3:30.
Oh, no, it's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. Okay. So check this out, right? This is you. I'm gonna imitate you for a second. So let's have a conversation.
Hey, Alex, what's up, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Pretty good. Like life's going on pretty well. I got some good things rolling here, some things I'm developing. I'm really excited about it. Yeah, it's pretty much how things are going, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Sounds like you're pretty bored out of your mind.
Yeah, so let me ask you a question, right? So when you hear that, like even just the tonality, like yeah, like what's there for you? Like who do you think you're talking to right now?
Yeah, my mock call self.
Okay. Yeah, now look, at the end of the day, right? That voice is gonna be effective for some people. Like for someone like me that's like, I'm looking for this thing already. I'm interested in it already. I'm already kind of sold. You could be that way, and I'll still say yes to a call with the other guy, right? So that's kind of like a
Yeah.
lay down. But the limitation though that that provides, or not provides, but creates, is that your market population is then limited
Mm,
because people that are not like that person, like honestly, bro, like I mean, I'm thinking back for a second. Like I literally had the experience of you in that call. A couple things. One, that it was very transactional, meaning that you were there just to put me on a call with someone else, and that's it. Like you didn't give a
mm,
fuck about me, my life, what I'm dealing with, what's going on. How do I know that? Because you didn't ask me any questions about my life. You didn't
mm.
dive in at all. You didn't get interested. You weren't like, wow, Alex, like, well, like, like what if some, it's great. So you're doing all these things with your job right now. That's fantastic. Is there anything not working in your business? I know you said already that you're kind of like imprisoned by the gym and you're always there. Is there anything else? Like, wow, how is that for you? Like none of those questions you said. Instead, you can listen to the recording. You'll hear it when you play this back later. Is that every time I said something to you, like I was sharing something with you, your response reliably was like, "Yeah, okay."
Got it.
Like it's very dismissive.
Mm,
And whether you know it or not, that impacts people because what I was left with when you were being that way was like, this guy is a fucking dick. He doesn't care about me at all. He's just trying to sell me something, I guess. Like seriously, man. Now, listen, people aren't as trained as I am, so they couldn't be able to like create that and express that to you in words because they wouldn't even know it's happening. But I've
yeah.
been trained for 5 years in a worldwide high, fucking super insanely high performing organization, and this is what we do all fucking day, is we have these kind of conversations, right?
And
So it's
that's
like,
good because I'm brand new and I just got put on a B2B offer, which
good for
I've
you, man.
only practiced B2C like in mock
I got
calls.
you.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is out of my comfort zone,
Hey,
but I need
no,
this
listen, man.
feedback, you know?
Yeah, no, listen, dude, listen. Overall, listen. I'm not trying to like whatever you listen. You did great. Seriously, you did fine. I'm just giving you things to make you better, like things
Yeah.
to make you elevate higher, things for you to close more deals here, because that's
Yeah.
what I do. Everything I do is fucking insane. If I were to share with you my life right now, you'd be like, "What the fuck?" Like how insane my results are. It's fucking literally, it's retarded at this point. To be honest with you. Okay, so that was the first piece, right? Is that your way of being, like your tonality, right? Like your like what's the word here? Like your resistance to being interested in my life was very impactful. Like if you were a closer and you were trying to close me on RCA, let's say, we'll just use RCA as an example,
Yeah.
I would not say yes
No,
because
totally.
the way that I have it, if everyone in RCA is like you, like they're like dicks and they're freaking transactional and they don't care about me and blah blah blah,
And
then like yeah, exactly, it's right. It's like then why would I want to do things like that?
you know what's throwing me off is I've been on some mock calls or some feedback from Jared, and I'm hearing like his replies to people, and he's like, "Don't be excited. Don't value. Don't like give people the benefit of a doubt. Like, just stay low. Like, stay neutral." And I think that's what's messing me up because I'm more bubbly, like excited personality. So
Yeah,
my go-to is if I picked up the phone, I'd be like, "Alex, what's up, man? This is Kyle. How's it going?"
there you
Like,
go. Yeah, see now, Kyle, right there.
that
No,
sounds
seriously,
way, yeah.
dude, that was amazing. No, seriously, like right there, that's who you want to be on the calls.
Okay.
Like that
I'm
fucking
just gonna
person.
stick to myself and not do
Good
like
for you, man. Good for you.
be
Now listen.
boring monotone.
Yeah, seriously. Now look, I'm gonna give you the secret here. Okay, I actually know why you are that way. It's very simple, right? Because you said it already. You're in a position where you're doing something that's new to you,
Yeah.
right? And you're not comfortable yet. And let me ask you a question. How well do you know the script so far?
I barely know the product of how we do
Yeah.
what we
Yeah. Good. Yeah. No, good. No, good for you. And thanks for being honest, right? So
do.
check it out,
Yeah.
right? So look, I'm going to break it down for you, right? When you're talking to me, consider that you're not actually with me. you're in your head about getting the damn script right
Yeah.
and saying everything you need to say. So you do a good job for the fucking training manual to, you know, close a deal, let's say. So your attention the entire time, bro, is not on me. You don't give a shit about me. It was
Yeah.
very obvious from the get-go. Like literally. I mean, if we were doing like a straight mock, I would have called you out immediately. Like, wow, like, do you even care about me? You haven't asked me one fucking thing about my life yet, dude.
Yeah,
Like, seriously,
totally.
man. Like, I mean, I just want you to get it, bro. Like, when you're being the other version of you, like, I'm being dead serious. Like, you don't like listen, like, you don't get it. But when you're like that with people, you're literally saying fuck you to their face, and you don't
All
even
right.
realize it. Like, you seriously are. And I'm telling you, bro, if you look at your life and you look at people that maybe have come and gone in your life and you didn't know why, and why some relationships don't work, I'm telling you right now, that's why. Because who you are in that way of being is you don't give a fuck about anybody but yourself, and you want what you want, and you'll get what you get because you need it to make money and survive, or blah 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 blah. And that's how your life goes. When you're no, I'm not saying that's how it is, but I'm saying
Yeah.
when you're like that, that's how life is, and that's the experience you bring to the call that I now have to deal with and tolerate the entire time we're talking.
Yeah, reality is it's like my own self-doubt. It's coming across that way, like I don't care. Really, I actually care, but my self-doubt in like this process is like gumming me up.
Yeah,
And so like I just need to be friends with you rather than try to pitch you something that you need.
exactly. Yeah, and that's it, man. Like, you know, seriously, bro, like, you know, I've been in sales honestly only for a few years, but my leadership coaching had like it fucking destroys majority of sales programs out there. Like what we do is fucking insanely productive and effective. And what I can tell you is that I'm gonna relate to you in a way that makes more sense of like more like the progressive way of saying it. So there's like a phrase in sales, maybe you heard it before, maybe you haven't. It's called know, like, and trust. Know, like, trust me. Have you heard of
Mm,
that?
no, that's good.
Okay, great. So listen, so your job, okay, not like you have to do this, but this is something you want to practice like a lot, okay, like all the fucking time. Like do this with your wife, do this with your kids, your friends, like literally all the time. Okay, you want to talk to them in a way that has them know you and you know them,
Mm,
trust you, and like you. Know, like, and trust. Okay. Now, the way to do that, because right, me just saying that to you won't do anything for you. It's another fucking piece of concept bullshit that means nothing to you. Now,
yeah.
how do you demonstrate that in reality? Well, the easiest way to do it, man, is just get interested in my life when you're talking to me, right? Get interested, ask questions, see how it is for me to be in a position where like because honestly, like I'm frustrated. I've done 2 podcasts already. I've had 5 viewers. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, why is this so small? And I have a huge community. Like, but you would never know that because you don't care.
Mm,
You're just like, okay, cool, great. So you want to do a call, my buddy here, John, and see if this could work for you? Like, I have
yeah.
zero skin in the game. Like, there's nothing there for me that would motivate me to say yes. I mean, like, if that was a real call, I would be like, no, it's okay. Thanks anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, like, right? So,
Yeah.
dude, so listen, so you got to like get deep, man. And and where that starts from authentically, you can't fake this shit. I mean, some people can, but I can see through that bullshit. Is you have to be interested, like authentically, literally interested in the person you're
Mm,
talking to. So if there's any distractions around you, like fucking go to a quiet place, no distractions, and you have your entire attention, right? And also, too, by the way, you want to memorize the script. Okay, very important because if you don't know the script, like you know your fucking social security number,
yeah.
then you're not actually with me and you're not actually listening to me because your attention is over there on a piece of paper to
Yeah.
get it right. So I'm telling you, bro, I recommend you every day, at least 1 hour, okay? Go in front of a mirror, like it is behind you right now, okay, and look at yourself and read the script. And you want to keep doing it again and again and again and again and again until it becomes so natural for you that you don't even have to even look at the script anymore. It is
Yeah.
now like your phone number. You know what's on there. You know where you have to go in the conversation. And now you can actually be with me 100% present and
Yeah.
capable and listening. And when I say something to you like, yeah, I've done 2 podcasts so far and I've had 5 people, you don't just say, okay, cool. You're like, wow, 5 people. Like, man, that's like what's like, do you know why that's happening?
Mm,
Like, that would be a natural question to ask because you're interested. You're curious about that. You're like, wow, 2 podcasts, only 5 people. Like, wow, like, what do you think is going on over there, Alex? Like, did you send a link out to people, or are they able to view it? Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
See, now I'm being interested in your life. I care about you. I know you. Now we start building trust. Right? I'm sorry. Now, not sorry. I skip a step. So now that I know you a little bit more, right? Exactly. Now you kind of like me a little bit because you know what? Wow, this is not some fucking asshole trying to sell me something. He's actually a human being trying to
Yeah.
like see like what the hell is going on in my business, and he actually cares. How do I know that? Because you just asked me a fucking question about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Good.
And then
Good.
after, right? And I'm telling you, bro, as you keep doing that and dig in and getting interested and then like recreating it back to you, things like this, right? Things like, wow, Alex, like, how is that like for you, man? How is it like doing 2 podcasts, being very passionate about it, and only 5 people show up? And then I would say, yeah, it sucks. And I'm like, wow, I could really get how that could be very disappointing, right? That you
Mhm.
put a lot of work and effort into this thing and you pour your heart out in this thing and like almost no one shows up. Like that, yeah, that's gotta really hurt. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, it really does. See, like now we're connected, bro. Like now we have a relationship. Now, when you're talking to me later on in the call about the close, I already like you. Like you're a cool guy. You actually give a fuck about me, to say it bluntly, right? I
Yeah.
like you. You shared a little bit about your life too, by the way. That's part of it. You sharing a little bit of your life with me, so I know a little bit about you.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, like if you do it a certain way, I'll then trust you, and I'll be like, great. So like, cool. So like, what's next? And you'll be like, great. So let's set up a call. Oh, sorry, I'm just typing something to my manager.
No,
But
this is really good. I appreciate you taking the time.
yeah, no worries, man. So that's pretty much all I got for you right now. So anything else you see for yourself? Okay, so anyway, so yeah, I don't want to miss this. So bottom line, right, bro, is that you want to be that second guy all the time, okay? And I promise you, look, the access to that for you, which is very obvious for me, is you have to memorize that fucking script.
Okay.
Okay, seriously. Like, dude, if you have 5 hours a day of free time, do mirror work. Like, do it with your wife if you're married. I see you're married. Do it
Yeah.
with your wife or whatever. You're a significant other. But like, you want to keep doing it until ultimately you're like with that person, and your attention is no longer on the script; it's with them, and you'll know you're with them because you hear everything they say, and you could even say it back to them 100%. Like you're not missing anything. Because if your attention's over there on a piece of paper, I promise you, that's why you're saying, yeah, okay. Because you're not actually fucking listening to me. You're really not. You're just asking some rote questions you have in a script. You're getting the answers you think you want. And then it's like, great. So is this a good fit for you? How the fuck do you know? You don't know shit about me. I didn't share anything with you.
Good. Yeah, good. You're right. Thank you. Dude, this is solid piece of advice. I have like in my whole journey, I had no one just eat me up and tell me the real deal. I interviewed really well, but yeah,
So,
I need some
so
help with my mock calls. Let's just say that.
yeah, well, good for you, man. And honestly, good for being coachable too. I really do appreciate it because that shows me that you have a commitment to accelerating your performance, which is
Oh yeah.
that's the world that I live in. I literally dwell in the world of performance every fucking day. It's all I care about. Is like
I
what's
mean, I'm all in. I left a medical career with 2 kids and a wife to do this now. And I'm 2 weeks in
yeah.
and I have 2 months of savings.
Oh,
And
good for you.
it's gonna be 100% commission. So I better figure this out.
Hell yeah, dude. So listen, bro, listen. So a couple of things, right? I'm gonna leave you with this. So one, do the mirror work with the
Okay.
script. Okay, literally, like if you have, dude, seriously, if you're that committed, it should be like I would say like 2 hours a day, and do it in like 15-minute intervals. Okay, don't do it straight. You'll fucking tire yourself out. So do like 15 minutes, take a little break, but literally hours and hours and hours mirror work. Keep doing it until you have the script down to where it's like
Mm,
you're in the way, and you know that when it says known as your phone number is. You don't have
yeah.
to think about your phone number. It's fucking natural, right? And then get on another call with someone like me. We'll go through this thing again, and I'll tell you, like, yeah, you got it. Or I'll tell you, no, your attention is still somewhere else, or no, you're not listening to me. Because I can see that shit. I've been trained well enough to see that shit from just how you
Yeah.
talk. And
And
then
what I'm doing
besides,
is I'm writing like keywords that you're saying to like come back on for your Hell Island, but I'm like
No, yeah. See, but see right there, bro, that's what you don't want to do. Because
Mm,
look, when you're writing shit down, where is your attention now?
on what I'm writing down.
Yeah. Once again, fuck me.
Yeah.
Seriously. Seriously, dude. Listen, when you're fucking really good, I mean, like, you're like me, the fucking number one rep in my entire fucking company, 37 deals, 40% conversion rate. When you're that fucking good, you don't write shit down anymore. You don't.
Nice.
Because I'm just being with my clients. Like, I'm with them. I'm listening, like really listening. I'm not distracted by anything. There's no script I have to know. I'm like, just, it's like me and them are like fucking like crisscross. Like, we're there together. I'm with them. I'm in their life with them in that call. And that's how you close, bro. Okay. So that's the first thing. Okay. Get really grounded with the script. Okay. Literally
Okay.
1-2 hours a day minimum. Seriously. Okay. In the mirror or with someone else, like your wife. But it has to be like some alive, some human being. Okay. Even
Yeah.
yourself, it's fine. Okay. That's step one. And then step two is another practice for you is, yeah, I want to see like fun Kyle, like happy Kyle, Kyle who's like passionate about life Kyle, not
Okay.
like robot Kyle. Okay.
Yeah, totally. Okay, good.
Okay. Okay. And like, yeah, and like, dude, listen, and these calls, man, these calls could be fun. Like, look at me. I'm having fun with you right now. It's not fucking serious and shit. You actually could create fun on a call with someone to sell them something and have a good time about it.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck says it has to be serious?
No,
Right?
good. I think I'm just putting like the pressure of like jumping full in and my income and family on the line where it's like stressing me out and I just need to be myself.
Yeah. So once again, right, you are letting the circumstances of your life
Yeah.
dictate your experience of life, which by the way is a very human being thing to do. Nothing wrong with it. We all do that shit, right? To be honest about it. But
Easy for me to be on an emotional roller coaster rather than just
yeah,
like, I don't care if it's a bad day, it's gonna still be badass. I'm gonna learn something and
yeah,
push through.
exactly, right? So you actually have the ability, right, to like create yourself in a way that's going to be effective on the phones. And the
Yeah,
way you
good.
do that is you have to like create some kind of a context for yourself, man. Like a context could be something like, like, hey, what I'm doing is creating a great life for my family, or me and my family. It's going to give me the financial freedom to retire in 5 years. So whatever the hell that is for you, right? Maybe write those things down and like read them before every call too, to get you grounded in reality why you're doing this. And you want it to be something, bro, that something that like excites you. Like when you read it, like you get lit up about it. You're like for example, for me, I say that like I'm gonna be making $10,000 a month passive income by May 9th. That's my 36th birthday. That shit lights me up every fucking day. I live into that day. So I'm like literally working my ass off. I'm not
Yeah,
including my fucking boring day job, by the way. This is everything on the side. I'm working my ass off, creating literally, I have like 8 businesses right now I'm creating at the same time. Now
nice.
I have the capacity to do that because I'm just fucking insane, like I told you. But what I'm saying though is that like I could only be that person and do those things because the future I'm living into is exciting for me. I'm going to be making 5 figures a month. I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to be seeing my family more. I'm going to give my wife a great life. We're going to have a big house someday in California. Like there's
Yeah,
something I'm walking into every day that's real. It's not some bullshit, abstract, conceptual nonsense that makes no fucking sense.
yeah, good.
It's got to be real. So write it down, and then I would say read it every day, especially before a call. And bottom line, man, like you want to create some kind of like something you do before calls that like something like this, but a little more, I think, like actionable. Like what's something you can do? Like take a walk or go for a run or play something that can get you to feel like elated, like in life, like happy and excited and passionate. Like what is that for you?
I just wrestled my 4-year-old on the bed before getting on the call with you, and I was like, "Buddy, I gotta go on a mock call." So,
There you go. So did you have a good time doing that? Was that fun?
oh yeah, we cracked up. He was throwing punches. I was flipping him in the air. It was fun. It was awesome.
There you go.
Yeah,
Cool, man. Yeah, so that's all I do, bro. Is like just have fun. Like wrestle with your 4-year-old son, have a good time, and come on the calls like fun Kyle, like passionate Kyle. Because remember, look, at the end of the day, bro, you have to remember this, okay? When you're selling, let's say XYZ company, you have to really get and be responsible for that you are XYZ company on that call.
mm,
You are. So if you're being robotic and don't give a fuck about me,
that's
then
good.
you are the whole company. Like, why the fuck would I want to work with you if the company is like you?
And I'm like I'm the gateway to a very successful company. So it's like,
Exactly.
yeah,
Right.
yeah,
That's my point, bro. Is like, so listen, so you have to literally take on being someone who is like a badass, like someone who's confident and like energetic and passionate and knows this can work, know this can change your business and your life. And someone who cares about people, connects with them, gives a shit about them, not reading a script and being stuck on a script all call long. Because I'm
yeah,
telling you, that does not work. People will not connect with you. They will say no. You'll have no idea why, and you'll be frustrated about it because they don't know you, they don't like you, and they don't trust you. Period. That's it. It's super simple.
yeah.
Cool. All right, bro. I'm gonna bounce, but do me a favor though. If you can, in the group chat that we're part of, are we part of a group chat together?
Yeah,
Yeah, do me a favor. Just put like a little kind of like testimonial about your experience with me.
dude,
'Cause
I
I
was
want
already
people-
planning on doing that.
Yeah, yeah, thanks, bro. And like honestly, I'm not trying to brag or anything or be crazy. I just want people to know that, like, hey, my job right now fucking sucks. I have a lot of downtime. I'm very well skilled and trained in the shit. So fucking use me. Like I'm
Okay.
available. So I want people to know. So I please just request you be as raw as possible with that message. Like literally. If you felt I was a fucking dick, like say I'm a dick. Like seriously, because I'm telling you, listen, I'm telling you, bro, when you're authentic with people, like see how you're laughing, right? Because you resonate with that. When
Yeah.
you're real with people, they fucking they get it. It actually impacts them. If you were someone who's just like, yeah, you should talk to Alex, he's a really cool guy. Like no one would fucking care. Seriously. But if you're like, oh my God, this guy just fucking like slayed my ass in that call. What the fuck? Like it was awesome. Like I'm serious, bro. If you say that, people will be like, holy shit, like I want to either I want that or I don't want that. You know?
Okay. I got something. I'll share it in the
Cool.
group.
All right, bro. Take care, man.
Yeah. Hey, send me this recording. How are you going to do that?
Send me a message on Facebook Messenger and I'll send you the Zoom recording when it's done.
Perfect. Appreciate it.
Cool.
Totally.
Yeah, later, bro.
All right,
Yep,
bye.
later.